another video. I have quite literally one of the biggest Wings of Fire scoops we've gotten in a while to share with you all today. I want to preface this news by saying everything I'll be discussing at the start of this video is alleged and currently just rumors. However, my source for this information is a member of the animation industry who wanted to come forward with what they've heard. We might just have some consideration voice actors for the WOF TV show. There's so much to talk about, and I cannot wait to get into it with you all here today. But before we begin, a huge shout out to my patrons. Further95, Thistle, Noobto, Pybernuke, Avril, Pancake, Escarada, Adequin, Alex Cleaver, Shadow Hunter, That One Seawing, Moonclaw, Isaac, Iris, Minecraft Wiz 9, and Pantala Resident. Thank you all so much for supporting me. Links to their social medias are in the description down below. Anyways, without further ado, let's get into the video. Again, I'm going to reiterate that this starting information is just a rumor. Normally, I wouldn't post anything we don't have complete confirmation about, but the person behind this is a very reliable source who would like to remain anonymous. According to their report, they've heard 3 potential voice actors for the Wings of Fire show on Prime Video. Even if this content is accurate, they wanted me to clarify that, if true, these are just considerations, meaning no one has been specifically cast just yet. These are 3 actors Amazon might be looking for. And honestly, I was so shocked when I heard 2 of these names, especially because these are some game-changing people involved in the series, if this goes through. The first rumored cast member is Emma Watson as Glory. I assume she would try to not have a British accent for the part, as it wouldn't make sense for the character to sound differently than the rest of the Dragonettes of Destiny. You might know Emma Watson from playing Hermione Granger in the Harry Potter films, Belle in the live-action Beauty and the Beast, Meg in the 2019 Little Women remake, and so much more. She is a phenomenal actress, and I was not anticipating the possibility of having such big celebrities attached to the show. Again, this is not final and not confirmed by Prime Video openly. However, according to that report, she is being considered for the role. So, would Emma Watson make for a good Glory? Or is there perhaps somebody else you had in mind? I will say, as much as I love her, she's not really Glory to me. But if the part did get handed to her, I wouldn't complain, and would be excited to see what she does with this iconic and very important Rainwing. The second rumored cast member is Keith David as Morosir, which might actually be the most perfect and shocking thing ever. You may know Keith David from voicing Dr. Facilier in Princess and the Frog, Husk in Hazbin Hotel, The Cat and Coraline, and tons of other very famous characters. Seriously, this guy is a legend. I never thought of him as Morosir before, but if this happens, I am absolutely here for it. He'd bring so much life to the character, and show this Nightwing as a purely menacing villain who made his mark in WOF history. Emma Watson and Keith David being part of the series would make its automatic popularity skyrocket by bringing in so many new fans right off the bat. Supporters of these 2 performers would seriously get so many more eyes on the show. I wonder if Prime will really go down the route of getting such big celebrities. The last alleged voice actor is Ryan Sean O'Donoghue as Starflight. He portrayed Kovu in The Lion King 2, Simba's Pride, Demyx in the Kingdom Hearts games, as well as many other iconic roles, usually pertaining to Disney gaming. I actually don't know much about Ryan other than his performance as Kovu, but after hearing some clips of his characters, I can see why they might think he could work for Starflight. Again, I am not making any promises that these people will end up cast, and neither is the person who's heard these rumors floating around that side of the industry. This is still pretty big news, though, and indicates that casting is underway for the show. That gives us a bit of a production timeline. Demo voices are often used for an animated series' first season, so art and storyboards are likely being worked on now while they nail down the voice team. If we do end up with these celebrities, or similar ones, that would be phenomenal for the show. I mean, I said this earlier, but I never anticipated Amazon to be looking towards such a famous crew. That would garner so many automatic viewers and start things off very strong. People are obviously going to have opinions about these potential considerations, so I implore you all to be kind toward every perspective. We don't know what performances will look like until they're out either, but this is still exciting regardless, and I'd be down for any of these actors popping up, especially the legend Keith David. That isn't the only major news I have to discuss, though. The next set of Wings of Fire Cutie Cuffs are out now. Wave 2 features entirely different packaging and centers around the second arc this time, after high demand. These mystery wrist plushies can give you one of the following dragons: Darkstalker, Kinkajou, Moonwatcher, Peril, Turtle, Keebly, Winter, and Anemone. Right when I get my hands on these, I will absolutely be making a video on unboxing what cutie cuffs I got. If you want to see my reactions to the Arc 1 versions, go check out my video on that. These ones are currently available in store at Target, and I'll update you all when we have more information on where they can also be found. They're slowly starting to pop up in stores, and I'm so thrilled. Thank you so much to Just a Grook for providing these photos. To end things off, I also wanted to make my own announcement. My next Wings of Fire map call is going live this coming Friday. What's the song and story? The Dead Dance by Lady Gaga will head this project. Here's the long-awaited synopsis. Clearsight and Fathom are monster hunters in a medieval period. While traveling through an uncharted town, they hear stories of a great evil lurking on the village's highest hill. The Darkstalker, a creature of unimaginable size and power, has been terrorizing the hidden place for decades. It is up to this dragon duo to take down an indomitable threat and free the town from its horrible rule. While Darkstalker proves why he reigns, he unveils his own greatness. But the question remains, can he be stopped? You'll be able to learn even more information in Friday's map call video. There will be a week to send in part requests, so arrive in the dedicated Discord server the moment you have the chance. Prepare for a channel takeover as I market this map. What do you guys think about all this? Are these voices you'd be okay with, or are you leaning more towards someone else? Who could fill in the spots for the rest of the Arc 1 dragons? And will you be picking up the next set of cutie cuffs if given the chance? Let me know down below. Thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.